Hey Libra, welcome to your July 2020 reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, I'm going to start off with the general energies for the month, and then I will pick up the Romance Angels Oracle cards and do a love life reading for singles and couples. So if the general reading doesn't resonate, you can always skip ahead and jump into the love life reading. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Someone here who's got a man holding a coin who's probably going to present themselves. You get your loan approved. There's some sort of indecision. If you are stuck between two financial choices or job opportunities, whether or not to, I'm also hearing whether or not to invest in something, spend money on something. Like if you're looking into making a big purchase, I just feel like someone here is trying to like convince you that now's the time, right? And they're enticing you with a really, I guess, a great, like trying to make it seem like this is like the best time to buy whatever it may be, car, house, recreation, vacation package, whatever it may be. That's why I got the indecision card right after. For some of you, it is an indecision about whether or not to take a job, whether or not you should apply for, financing, a loan. Oops. You're not quite sure. Well, to let you know, we're getting out of Mercury retrograde and we are in the shadow period for the next week and a half or so. So really go over terms and conditions, contracts, things like that before you sign on the dotted line. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising signs for July 2020. What is the general reading? Clearly, you are very undecided. But I have to tell you that the more you stop and think about, okay, I think you're like the second or third sign that got that envy card. What's going on? Envy doesn't look good on anyone. That's, how I'm going to say it. But let me let you know here. With the card of indecision, this card comes up when you are mulling over some sort of decision making, whether or not you should move forward with something, a choice between two options, two paths, whatever it may be applied to your situation. Remember, this is a general reading. This can also be, I know this is the general portion of your reading, but this can also be, in terms of relationships. Maybe, your current relationship or partnership, somebody that you may be interested in, your love interest, isn't fulfilling you in every which way possible, whatever it may be, if it's emotional or physical or mental, there is an indecision about whether or not you should take a break from this partnership or relationship for some of you, and maybe think it over. Now, is there envy when it comes to that perfect partnership, that perfect job, that whatever it is that you are still wanting for yourself, that you may be maybe eyeballing that somebody else might have? Yeah, I'm also hearing a sense of peace. So if you're feeling a little like anxious, restless, and you're seeing other people not in that energy, that have found some sort of balance within themselves, energetically, emotionally, mentally, and you're almost like, how can I get there? How can I get there? Why do they have it easier? Why am I stuck here? And that's exactly what this indecision card is. It's reminding you that the more time you take to think about what it is that you want or don't want, questioning the situation over and over again, the longer you're in that energy of indecision, and then nothing comes about it. So it becomes a time for you to really take a break and think about what it is that you truly want for yourself. I mean, when you envision yourself in your perfect outcome for the future, career, love, partnership, finance, where you lay your head at night, right? What does that picture look like for you? And are you afraid of achieving that and therefore you're holding yourself back? Are you feeling like maybe now's not the right time? Maybe, you don't want to put too much money into a specific situation. You want to hold on to the money that you have. It's different for like quite a few people. I have a few groups of you that are about, major purchases is what I'm hearing, like car, house, vacations, things like that. But I also feel that you very much are envious of those that can get out and do something for themselves, like go on vacation. If you are, I just heard this. It's like, I want to go on vacation too, but like all this craziness is going out there. You're literally like in lockdown on the inside, looking at everyone, perhaps in other states or countries that can get out. Just know that it's probably a safer bet to stay home for the time being. Yeah, you want to travel. You want to get out. You want to do something. You want to move forward. You're just not sure if now is the time, if it's a smart decision, especially if it's, in regards to buying a home, looking towards the future. Where do I want to take this partnership, relationship, family situation? Is our living arrangement, situation, business where can it be in a better place? Is it where it should be? Am I being presented with an opportunity to catapult me into or towards the future that I want for myself? Holy cow. I mean, you are. And you're afraid to take that leap of faith. You're afraid to take that risk. You are very much at a crossroads, but the longer you stay at that crossroads, the less likely you'll have the opportunity to make the decision before the universe or someone else steps in and makes the decision for you. And, you're going to kick yourself in the, behind. You're going to hate yourself for allowing so much time to go on without making a decision for yourself that somebody else has made it for you. Somebody else is going to be, listen, it's time. If you don't decide, I will, be it a business partner, spouse, a deadline towards a business opportunity. If you don't decide by X date or whatever, that's it. Your opportunity is dead and gone. So you decide. Is it the right time? Okay, I just heard somebody froze their eggs, and it's like you're running out of time to like artificial insemination, IVF. I saw a petri dish baby. So you may be presented with this time. Some of you, even if it's not IVF, you're at that point in your life where you're just like, almost as though like, I could still have another child, right? I should just do it now. Maybe you're going from 2 kids to 3 kids. And I just heard some of you may have twins and end up with 4 kids, or you currently have 3 kids and end up with another one, making it 4. You literally have 2, 3, 4. 2 3s as well. 7 of Swords. What are you? Oh, 2 7s. What are you afraid of here? Yeah, see, you don't like when someone else is making the decision for you. It's like that pressure gets to you that you just kind of like sit there, pouty face, like, you're not going to decide for me. But yeah, well, they have to, because they can't sit around waiting for you to decide. I need one more. Yep. 5 of Wands. This has to do with financial situation in the home. 6 of Wands at the bottom. Whether or not to expand your family, have more children, buy a home. It can be something different for everyone. It's like you're afraid to bring in some sort of disruption, and you're pretty torn. Like, I want to say you're really like at a 50-50. Like, one minute you're all for whatever it is that you're trying to decide on, and then the next minute you're like, no, but see, if I would say yes to that, then I wouldn't be able to do this, or I wouldn't be able to go here, or I wouldn't have that extra money, or I'm living really comfortably right now, so maybe I'm not ready to do the full-on family thing, bring in another child, have another major expense, go on these vacations during this lockdown. There's a lot of conflict here, but it's not just with yourself. It could be with a partner, love or business, doesn't matter. It could also be, mulling over decisions in regards to a mother figure, whether it's you, your mother-in-law. You also may be arguing in regards to your mother and decisions that you need to make with her or for her, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Tell me more about this, please. Let me have 1 to 2 cards, and then we'll move on to love life. Okay, you gave me 3. Courthouse, false person, and change. If you are listen, I just feel as though there is someone here who is not showing their true selves. If you are going up against someone in court, and this may not be related to any of this other stuff, but this is important for someone. They may appear like they've got it together, but that's a false side of them. And they say or do exactly what it takes to convince the court to go in their favor. I also see somebody wanting to buy a car. But this is something different from that. It's doesn't mean it's not your situation. This is something else you may be dealing with aside from this. Not everyone, because this is very specific. If you go to court with someone in regards to especially frozen embryos, I feel like you don't trust their best interest, that they have the best interest, right? This has to do with money, babies, inheritance. Securing the bag is what I'm hearing. I'm telling you. So if someone's trying to get a bigger portion of an inheritance, there may be someone who is either has already passed or on their deathbed, and they feel, somebody here feels like they need to hurry up and get pregnant to have an heir. Wow. Yeah, they're looking into the future and securing their future in the form of a child with inheritance. That's not for everyone. That's very specific. The person that you may be going to court in regards to this, they have a way of getting their way, manipulating people to believe them, and they play the victim card very well. Be careful with that. I feel like the only thing they're celebrating is gaining full control of the money, of the home, the property, things like that. So if you know you're going up against this type of person who can be envious, and you're just like, I'm tired of fighting, you're up against a battle. Get some legal help here. Do what you need to do. Because I can see someone here is in defense mode, trying to protect the money, the future, the inheritance, and then somebody comes in wanting to take their share, whether that's you, Libra, or somebody else around you. Didn't I just say their share of the fortune? So, yeah, this person wants to come in, wants their fair share of the fortune, the money, the inheritance, and they will appeal to the court or to whomever is willing to listen to. And so there are some changes coming as a result of that. Okay, that took a weird turn. So Libra, let me know if that sounds at all familiar to you, anything you may be dealing with. Let's move on to your love life. I did not expect that one. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's have a card for the straight up singles and then a card for couples. Forgiving and learning. Finances and career for the couples. Okay, forgiving and learning for the Libra singles as you release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moments. So somebody needs to discuss this forgiving and learning because I felt my throat close up. Yeah, communication needs to happen. If you're avoiding communication with someone, it's coming in. They want to start something fresh with you. They want you to be more understanding. Could be someone from your past that you may have been involved with emotionally, relationship-wise. They come in after a break, after thinking over things. And they offer you an apology and they really want to start over again, something new. You have two aces here, but at this point you haven't gotten past whatever BS that you guys were caught up in, because I do see a lot of fighting, and the fighting just weighed in on you, and the fighting was excessive to the point of you felt like you always needed to defend yourself, and there was always people watching you. You know, almost, it's like they almost watched you become drained by this other person's energy, and you've had some time alone to get some sort of peace and try to sort things out. And a part of you feels like you miss that partnership, that connection, that relationship. But you are very much thinking, I don't know if an apology is enough. And you're right, Libra. An apology isn't enough without changed behavior, without action. Right? Here you have the Temperance card. Wanting to come back and take things slow, but you're just like, you've already put me through so much. How much more do I have to endure? I'm tired of fighting. I've been there, done that. No matter how slow we try to go through things to talk things out, the fact of the matter is we just don't get along the way we used to. An apology is great, and I can forgive you and, you know, learn from this mistake, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. And it becomes a cycle of the same thing over and over again. And so somebody here may have a third party where the minute the going gets tough, they move on to the backup person, or you may be that backup person. The Fool card. If you are that backup person, they are making a fool out of you. They go and they start something new with someone else. The Hermit. Listen, you've got a lot of majors here. But every time this person comes back in to try to fix things and make you see things their way, you have that moment of going within, withdrawing, being alone, hibernating, being this hermit, wondering how much more of this can I take? They're making a total fool out of my, you know, out of me, out of a relationship, you know. But as long as you allow that kind of behavior, Libra, it's going to continue. And so you can forgive and learn without reconciling, or you can forgive and learn and say, I need some time to really get back to where I need to feel happy and balanced and joyful and contentment. And I just feel like you're emotionally spent, exhausted. You just don't know if you have it in you for another round of whatever drama this person kept kicking into your life, or vice versa. Libra, if you are the one that was doing that to someone else. Don't just go in asking for forgiveness without learning the lessons, or you're doomed to repeat them. Okay, so let's move on to the couples. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, are you up against some sort of legal proceedings, court battles in regards to money? Did they cut your hours? Are you feeling a little financially short with this lockdown? Ooh. I'm also feeling like someone's trying to mind fuck you. Be careful who you lend money to, especially if they have a drinking problem. Could be a child, a younger sibling, someone who enjoys drinking, going out, partying, being the life of the party. They can't hold a job down. They come in, want to stay at your place, couch surf, mooch off of you for a while. You try to urge them to get it together. It's time to grow up, move forward. That's not for everyone. I'm just hearing this right now before I give you the rest of the messages coming through. And there's Virgo again with the Hermit. I see Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So listen, I have to point something out here. Someone may be in this lack mentality, feeling like you can't move forward, feeling like there's always big expenses. Like just when you feel like you have room to breathe in your expenses that maybe afford you, you know, a little shopping trip, or, you know, a little extra wiggle room, like you buy yourself something nice, or you're thinking of buying something, you know, some sort of purchase, you're thinking of celebrating something, or you just finally just say, you know what, like I've come a long way financially, but then somehow you can't keep it moving. Something comes up afterwards that, you know, now needs you to use that money. But, you know, the way you handle things moving forward within a family sector, how you balance your, you know, your responsibilities and your finances, especially if it's around children, you know, the stress of that, it's unbearable. That's why I kept saying, like, this is like almost like a psychic attack, mental anxiety. You're exhausted, worn down. You're thinking and overthinking how you can bring in more money. The more you are thinking about it, I know it sounds counter, you know, productive. But it's like, I gotta figure out how to make more money. I gotta figure out how to make more money. And like, you're sending out the vibration of, I am in absolute need of more money. How am I going to do this? That no matter what you do to bring in a little bit, or however much money that you do bring in, any amount of income, it feels like it's never enough. And so you feel like you're in this forever hangman mode, and you may have a new opportunity for a promotion, financial new beginnings. Things start moving in your favor. Could also be like a family business investment that helps catapult you to move forward, but you're just not sure, because I feel like someone here doesn't fully trust the person that's approaching them for this investment. Okay, there's something a little off about that. Maybe because they're really young and you've seen how careless they may be spending their money. they don't have enough life experience or just responsibility on their own to really know what it takes to pay rent, mortgage, bills, car payment. Like, they just don't know what it takes to have a family and have those types of bills. Okay, tell me about, yeah, okay. Be careful who you give your personal information to, okay? Going into business with someone, run your credit report, make sure nobody's, you know, hacked any of your accounts, change your passwords. You know, sometimes you are automatically logged into various devices, you know, electronics, computers, laptops, work ones, home ones, your phone, whatever it may be. Maybe you borrow someone's electronics or whatever. Don't leave your stuff there logged in, because I feel you're just like, no, I can trust them. Be careful, because even if it's not that person, you don't know who can, may, or will hack into those things. This is about money, absolutely, and having that feeling of never having enough, so you're constantly trying to manifest more money, and that energy that you're putting out isn't of manifestation to receive. In order to receive, you know, there has to be a constant flow of giving and receiving. Are you giving to the universe, and are you being open to receive, or are you consistently saying, I need, because it's never going to be enough, and I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough by the end of this day, week, month, year. So this is a process. I'm not going to lie. It's not something that you can get over, you know, where you shift that mentality overnight. But you have a friend who can maybe help you with your finances to move you forward. This is like carrying a burden on your relationship, especially if it's two partners. So you have thievery, you have prison, you have, you know, having this constant need of never having enough money. You feel like it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to jail or prison, or that you might have to send someone there, but I do feel that you feel shackled to this specific financial situation that you're in, like you're never going to get out of it. The money will come in. You have to keep working with integrity for your highest good without having to put that energy of need, want. It's got to be, like I said, a balance of, and you're the Libra, come on, a balance of flow, giving and receiving. I give to the universe, I tithe, I give to myself, I give to my families. And if you already do that, great. You're halfway there. But now you need to be open to receiving. Every dollar spent returns to me multiplied. Every investment I make, you know, is for my highest good, in my best interest, will return to me, you know, tenfold. Whatever your money affirmations may be, abundance flows into my life with ease and grace. I never have to worry about having money. You know, those types of affirmations, especially if you're going to court over something. Look at that. You really feel, some of you really feel that this is just the way your life is going to be forever, with financial problems, financial issues. And if you're obsessing over things like this, it absolutely makes a difference in your marriage, love life. I also feel that for some of you, it is whoever your partner is dealing with, like child support, separation, divorce issues, that type of, you know, financial issues where you're stressed out about how the two of you will make it together as a couple when they're filling somebody else's cup, you know, financially anyway. What's the advice for these couples? You've got to fight on your hands, but at the same time, this is some conflict between the two of you. Look at that. 9 of Wands, that's a repeated card. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 8 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles is the one that has, you know, the nurturing, the caring, the finances in order. Seven of Wands, that is a repeated card. Repeated card, 4 of Swords. King of Swords, whether that's you or someone else. You have fire sign, Aries, you have Sagittarius. You may be going through a fight over finances, inheritance, child support, alimony. Take some time to really feel how you can all go through mediation, come across without having to be so defensive and fight. And it does not mean let somebody else take advantage of you. But it will require both of you to let your guard down to find a win-win situation. Because at the end of the day, if the 2 of you, 4 of you, whatever it may be in your situation, if there is a win-win situation here, you lessen the long-term headaches. Okay? If you are in a consistent battle of, no, I'm not going to give them what they want. They're crazy if I give them all that money. Oh, they want this, they want that. No, and it's just a constant draining battle when it comes to the finances. And so it's really up to you, Libra, or your partner, cross-watcher, whoever it may be, what is the best way to find that win-win situation. Okay, Libra, so that's your reading for July 2020. I do have love readings, bonus readings that will be coming to you within the next week. For now, this is the energies for the rest of this month. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to me, double tap that bell when you hit the subscribe button so you get notified of all the new readings. Have a wonderful rest of the month. Take care. Bye.